Good morning. The term education, an educated society, it is something that need to be badly redefined. What is an educated society? An educated society is certainly the most sensible society. A society that is blessed with a scientific temper. The scientific temper is pragmatism. It's about egalitarianism. It's about accessibility. It's about how much, how far, how well you have reached out. It's about how inclusive you are. In the post-COVID era, where the courses, the way of education, the way of learning, the nature of jobs, the type of jobs, the way a job has been done has gone for a change. We need to update. That is climate change. There is artificial intelligence. There is a conflict, a clash between man and machine, man and the wild. And when all this happening, when our initiatives to make life fast, make life comfortable, has taken toll on the pace that we are supposed to gain, and the social cost and economic cost of our digital life has been bankrolled. So there is thoughts going around on how to be prudent, how to be an eco-friendly, how to embrace the green economics. You could see the failures in the global initiatives by superpowers for a climate, for a green living. Still, it is something that they have to accept, that we cannot prolong this non-green living for much longer. And when that is happening, how can we revive the educational system? What is there anything happening in the education system? That is something that we have to discuss. A socially progressive society like Kerala has to realize that what is happening in the last few decades, especially last 2 decades, is hardly the one that should happen in a progressive society. What we discuss in related to education has hardly anything to do with education. It's about politics. It's about political appointments. It's about the need to get power, to overpower universities, to overpower education system. And when we see the exodus of people for better living, for better education, that is something we have discussed before. We are in a dilemma on where to fix the priority. Is there a need to give emphasis to higher level education? Is there a need to strengthen school primary education? Are we on guard? Are we updating? Are some of the courses that we teach outdated? Or is it that is there a mismatch between the jobs offered and the courses offered? Is job the only priority of education? All these must be discussed, but that has never happened. The discussion has been roaming around politics, and that is where we were talking about. That is where we have discussed the need of government interventions, especially post-COVID. We have seen that the importance of public sector investment is on the rise. From the job insecurity to the health initiatives, we realize that only a sound democracy, only a sound progressive society can save us when such uncertainties happen. It's about the quality of education, quality of policing, quality of education that a democracy provides is what retain a safe citizen. We have examples and we have experience. So what is here is that an initiative at the government level, from the government level, or by the government to make an online access of an official online access of the best facilities. We have discussed that in the case of the need for an online official online portal for media review, official online portal for buyers and sellers, and everything has been discussed. What that indicates is that a more transparent, a more accountable system will prevail, where people know that they are safe. And that is something that we have discussed in this case of education. What is online education? There are, of course, initiatives by government to make quality education reach each and every home. But when we see fake news is coming up, when we see anybody can upload videos, when we see that the fall of Byju's, we realize that more creativity, more involvement of government is needed to make a transparent online field. How can that happen? What is the initiative that government has to take? As we discussed in many other videos, this might sound impractical. It might sound that this is not pragmatic, but it is certainly pragmatic, because especially in the post-COVID world, especially when we have someone like Shashi Tharoor, we can make an arrangement for an online teaching portal solely prepared or solely controlled by international figures. It could be the scientists, it could be writers, it could be economists, it could be social scientists, it could be Nobel Prize winners, it could be teachers, it could be doctors, it could be scientists, anyone. By using their time, by using their space, by by making their lectures available, it makes a big impact. It could be a lecturer in Oxford, it could be a scientist who won Nobel in chemistry. It could be a teacher in JNU. When these authoritative classes are available, it creates a different educational system. It creates a system where each and every teacher has to be competent. She needs to reconstruct herself. When we see that politics and religion entering curriculum, people will realize that this is not the way to go. We need to be on guard. We need to be progressive. We need to be updated, and this is not the way to go. And in a way, it creates a more transparent revolution in the education arena, where religion and politics have very least say. What I'm getting at is that this is possible when you have international figures right now here in Kerala. How can that be possible? Will that end in 1 or 2 classes? That is something that the experts has to analyze. It could be these people, these scholars taking regular classes, or it could be by an arrangement, or it could be an arrangement with it could be through an arrangement with universities or institutions or something like that, to make their previous classes, lectures, speeches available. It could be anything, but it is a regular continuous supply of quality international teaching through a government app. And I think that will create a big impact in the way we see education. As we discussed before, The issues related to education is confined to political appointments and the resultant skirmishes. That is not the way to go. We need to be we need to talk about scientific temper. PhD papers published in 1 month. A person publishing research papers of more than 30. When in Europe, it takes years to publish a paper when they make sure that plagiarism won't happen. It is the opposite in India and even now in Kerala. When that is happening, we have to analyze how we can tackle it, how to bring the best education, how to keep people on guard. You can charge a fee for it. It could be 5 rupees, it could be 60 rupees, it could be 100 rupees, it could be monthly 200 rupees. There need to be a fee to make sure that to realize the worth of it, because it is worthless, it is priceless. So it could be an initiative to make sure that Kerala is holding on to its core value of quality education, access of quality education, to make sure that no one is left out. This is, let this happen, let this create a new momentum that is badly needed in the socio-educational cultural scenario of this day. Thank you.